I call the honourable member for Dobell.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister for Infrastructure and Regional Development. Will the Deputy Prime Minister inform the House how building the infrastructure of the 21st century benefits those living in New South Wales, particularly in my electorate of Dobell?
I call the honourable the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Infrastructure and Regional Development.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And the member for Dobell knows full well that this government understands the importance of building infrastructure for the 21st century to make our nation internationally competitive. And the Coalition's record investment in infrastructure is creating thousands of jobs across the country, building a stronger and more prosperous economy and boosting productivity. But yesterday I had to report to the Parliament about the way in which newly elected Labor governments are actually destroying jobs and axing these projects which are absolutely vital to our nation's future prosperity. In Victoria, I had to report how the new Labor government is threatening to terminate the transformational East-West project, a project that would have employed 7,000 people, 7,000 jobs, and condemning Melbourne traffic to gridlock for a generation. I also had to report on the Queensland newly elected state Labor government, which is axing at least $20 billion worth of new infrastructure projects which were promised and paid for by the Newman government. Tens of thousands of jobs lost in Queensland, in a state where unemployment is being affected by the downturn in the mine construction industry. Projects like the Brisbane Bat Tunnel, which I know the Shadow Minister claims that he's very supportive of. The Newman government had a commitment to build it, and Labor is axing the project. And let's move now to New South Wales, where Labor is threatening to terminate part or all of the WestConnex project. Well, more than 10,000 jobs. 10,000 jobs in WestConnex. Sydney's major new traffic artery left dead in the water. Now, this morning we woke up to the news that New South Wales Labor is also vowing to halt North Connect's project. North Connect's project, a project critical to the residents of the Central Coast, a $3 billion project that's already underway and will employ 8,700
Remember that Newcastle is not in her seat and not entitled to speak.
At risk. 8,700 jobs.
The Minister resumes his seat. The member for Greenville on a point of order.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Given it was Labor that signed
the
contract for North Connect.
The member will resume his seat. And that particular member knows better than most that's abuse of the standing orders and usury, and will desist.
Well, it's nice to know that the Shadow Minister supports this project, but Labor in New South Wales does not. And they intend to terminate it and sack 8,700 workers. This is the attitude of New South Wales towards these vital infrastructure projects. Instead of building infrastructure for the 21st century, Labor state governments are putting workers out of their jobs and making it clear that our cities will be in gridlock for all time.
The minister's time has expired.